everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of this campaign. I hope you guys are all excited and ready to get started. We'll actually go back to the players, and you can see there that they actually have some rewards from the last session, and we actually have that still active and enabled, so we got that going there. As always, there is a dice giveaway at the break, so make sure you stick around for that so you can get the secret code, and then you can enter it into the chat for a chance to win. Also, as a couple of announcements, we actually have a new store. So you can actually check it out. There's a link down in the panels down there, but it's Dale and Timmick's Bag of Holding. There's a few different items, including some logo t-shirts and stuff like that, but they're actually, the thing that I'm most excited about is that there is phone cases and stickers of all the cool player art that you actually see on here. So make sure you check that out if you want to get some really cool, awesome merch. Also, we do have that Discord community. We actually have a new segment that we're running here on the Twitch stream during our DM sessions, where we actually evaluate homebrew submissions in the Discord that are submitted and actually evaluate them live on stream. So if you want everyone in the community to kind of basically have a good look at your homebrew and kind of see if it's balanced or unbalanced, or if it just sounds really cool, make sure you do that. And we might actually even use it in this game. So that's kind of exciting. As always, through channel points and bits, you can have an impact on the dice in real time. The parameters have changed. There's actually a lower threshold for some of the different things for bits, but the channel point things still are in effect. And in fact, as you can see with the +1s, that's actually coming from the channel points themselves. So if you want to help our players out, we can do that there. And last but not least, again, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching or any particular help in any way, you can actually check out the links below, and that'll help you out there as well. So. Ashley, what do you guys got going on Are You Sure You Want to Do That?
Well, Howard, we have a bunch of fun stuff going on. As you know, we have Icewind Dale has changed to a new time and a new day. So we are now Monday, 1:30 p.m. EST. And then we have our podcast on Wednesday, Damsels and Hags. And then we have the Empower Hour on Sunday at 8:30 EST PM, that is. And this week's interviewing with, we will have the Shred Raiders, which they're an awesome group. And on the 8th, if you would like to participate in Extra Life, it's a charity event helping kids. I will be a part of a game with Jeremy, GM Midnight. I forgot the rest of that real quick, but yeah, he's going to be running a Vampire the Masquerade game, and me and our DM from Are You Sure You Want to Do That will be a part of that. And that's all I got for right now.
Awesome. And then Ben, what do you guys got going on?
We're still kind of in limbo.
That's okay.
I was gonna say I just started a new job, and the other half of the collective role has a 5-year-old, and his wife is some sort of nurse. I want to say ER nurse, but he doesn't have a lot of time for doing things right now. And our editor is still editing volleyball videos from his daughter's volleyball season.
Oh yeah. No worries there. Well, we look forward and we're excited to see when that stuff comes out. Last little bit, I just want to mention before I forget, next week we're actually going to have a little bit of a scheduling change here for this stream and actually the Dungeon Master stream. This game is going to be moving next week to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays. So you'll get this you'll get the next episode a little bit earlier next week compared to what you usually get. And then the Dungeon Master stream is actually going to happen on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will have that homebrew evaluation, or the homebrew hall is what we're calling it. And then we'll also have we'll be doing monster evaluations as per usual. And then we'll actually have a lot of that stuff coming out on YouTube in the following week and stuff like that, kind of edited down and parsed for that. So keep an eye out for that. So last we left off, our adventurers went shopping for about a good portion of the episode. They actually interacted with a gentleman known as Idan Bach, and they actually purchased a few items, especially Morharon actually got a masterwork item and also got a couple specialty things, as well as you, Shirley, actually also got your Helm of Comprehend Languages, but you also owe him some money, so there's a little bit of an outstanding debt there to be paid, so something to always keep track of. The other thing that you guys did is that you actually went to war. So in the process of going to war, you actually, with the help of your father, actually acquired a little bit of backup from the gnomes that actually are over in Thistlebrush, or not Thistlebrush, pardon me while I get my map up here. But you guys actually were able to actually negotiate with them and actually bring them on and have them help you, which was very important because you guys needed all the help you could get with the fact that the troops that you saw were actually moving in on Timberwood, which at the time was actually, yeah, it is Thistlebrush. We're actually moving in on Timberwood that was actually not defended currently due to the simple fact that there wasn't enough troops to go around. And in all honesty, Timberwood was mainly defended by a group of mostly mercenaries and other adventurers, not unlike yourself. So in addition to the lumberjacks that were also there. You guys fended off what appeared to be a wave of different Duergar forces, and kind of had a big stand at Deer Meadow, where you actually met a group of these forces out in the field and actually did battle with them. After some very good maneuverability around the battlefield, you guys actually were able to fend off this assault by the Duergar. So, we are actually, at this point, arriving on the following morning after your defense, and actually the defense of almost everything on the map. Actually, for the last you guys knew, there was no more forces in the field at the time when you guys went to bed. With that said, things did change. So, this is what you guys saw last after the end of the last session. You had a pretty good standing, as most of the defenses, the waves that you kind of, or the different defenses that you had in standing at these different locations on the map. You did change. There was one thing, and we'll actually get the chat out of the way so folks can actually see what's going on here. The one thing that did change is that you guys were alerted through different scouts that there was actually a unit up here to the north, wandering around not too far away from this unit that you guys had set up there. And in fact, over the course of the next morning, you actually get reports that there is actually almost an identical wave of these Duergar. Come on, do the things. Get them all actually coming up on the map. An additional wave of these Duergar that actually were making their way further south, as far as you knew. Do keep in mind that when you everyone's going. That's cool. Thanks for Slade's Paradise for all of those. Gonna get there we go. So you guys do know of these forces that are coming down. You also did hear that with this force in particular, there is a rather large creature. The best way I can describe it is, if I can find it. It's not where it's supposed to be. That's why. It's because it's in a different spot. This creature in particular is a rather large looking monstrosity of very strange build. You've been hearing a lot. This is at least part of what you've heard from the scouts that you've seen. Rather large, long claws with almost like finger-like webbed little in between. And actually, we should probably change the music for this because this is actually important. In addition, it's got these like 3 glowing yellow eyes that kind of run up with this rather large mouth with these very long jaws and teeth, and basically looks like it's built out of just sheer muscle. You actually, we got a new follower. That's awesome. Thank you. Soph says hi.
You have to pay her?
That is my wife. And it's not that big on the map, but it's but that is an image of what you actually have heard from your scouts.
I'm pretty sure we can tame it and get it on our side.
Yeah, probably.
Like
That
the rest
worked
of
super
Duergar.
well with the Treks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that thing as big as a town, or?
No, I'm gonna fix it. If only, right?
We better level up pretty quick.
So that is a thing that's happening as a result of the new information that you've gathered overnight. You do have the day ahead of you to decide what you want to do. You can also maneuver troops if you need to. The troops up here that have actually joined themselves up here in this area have actually, you can now actually utilize them as either their current form of 2 minor units, or you combine them to be 1 complete unit of so that is up to you how you want to handle that. So I will put that on the map here in the ocean just for you guys to have that as something that you can know. But that is at your disposal now as well. So, with the morning ahead of you, the morning is rather damp. It's raining. And with this new information, what would you all like to do?
Say we send the Thistlebrush halflings and gnomes just to go fight that big thing.
I mean,
Or should we go fight that big thing?
I
We
was going to
should.
say,
Yeah, I kind of want to go fight that big thing.
I want to
think
go fight the big
we
thing
should
too.
ask them to
It's so big we can
report
see it.
us while we go fight.
It is so big you can see it on the map, yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. Ask them to move up here, and we'll move up here, and we can both hopefully engage at the same time, or at very least they can, stop us from getting flanked by these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start pushing in from behind from Elderwater?
Probably not a terrible idea.
They can go take out those.
Yeah,
So you guys are aware, you guys are right here.
right. They just mean move this unit, this guy here, down to here to engage these.
Okay.
So surely you don't like the people at Dreadmire, right? The slavers?
No.
Maybe we should lure the big monster and the general guy to Dreadmire. Let them destroy it. And then when they're weak, we fight it like the Treks. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do like that plan. You said each hex is like a day's worth of travel, right?
Correct. Unless it is on a road, then it is 2.
Okay. Ugh, that would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like a week.
It's a long trip.
We could send a message to the general. You could say, fuck you. Signed Dreadmire.
Just sign the city.
Yeah. Yeah, the garrison at Dreadmire.
That'd be awesome.
I mean,
You could.
it's worth a shot. Can I try that?
What do you want to do exactly?
I just want to write a message from and address it like the garrison of Dreadmire, like fuck you, Duergar, your
You.
mother was a hamster and you smell of elderberries.
So you're trying to. You want to send a letter You want to forge a letter
Yes.
The general.
from the people from Dreadmire
Yes.
to the general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They like get off our lawn.
Yeah,
Dirt
basically like,
Duergar.
fuck you, this
Okay,
is our
okay.
land for pillaging.
Okay.
We're gonna make you our slaves too.
Okay.
There, yeah. It's all coming together.
Yeah. Come to Dreadmire and get some.
Bring it.
Okay. That's going to require quite a bit. This is an interesting idea. So you can, there's a couple ways you can go about this. You guys, you have to get the message to them. You don't have any means of communication to them directly from your current standing right now. You would actually have to physically or have somebody attempt to deliver this message.
I can fly on my flying carpet up above them and just drop a bunch
On
of
your
leaflets
broom?
and like work and like, you know, just
Propaganda.
leaflet them. Propaganda.
So,
Drop.
so you want to start a propaganda campaign?
Yes.
Yes. Leaflets. Actual leaves.
Okay.
Fluid tracking all over the place.
Okay.
Bill?
A little bit. This
I got
is
him bleeding everywhere again.
At least your nose isn't blood.
right.
Okay. So is that your actual physical plan of doing this?
I mean,
Worth a shot.
yeah. I mean, we got to go through the big thing anyway. So like, I'll do it while we're
Okay.
on the way there. Okay, and then we want to have the gnomes move up here, and we're gonna move here.
Okay.
I think we should have the Ember Garrison squad form one and come into over here.
Yep. I
That
agree.
direction.
Okay.
All right. So you guys want to move here,
Yes.
and then you want these guys to move up one.
Yep.
And then you want the Ember Garrison to form a small one force and go here.
Yep.
Okay.
And Elder Water
then how-
comes down one.
What
Elder Water
about
comes
these
down.
guys here?
Oh, that's what. Yeah. Comes down one, and then what guys?
The force that's
Oh, yeah,
at should we have them move north too? Maybe move them to Dewhurst? Where Dewhurst used to be?
Yeah, because if they try and go back through there, you know, because they think it's safe or whatever, they can ambush them.
Yep.
Beautiful. Smart.
I like it.
Tactics.
Okay.
That's what Timmick's here for. Battlefield strategy.
Timmick, you are so useful right now.
So smart.
All right. So, with that being said, we will go through the movements of these troops, of the actual other forces. So, this grouping up here will actually move further into the woods that's there. The next one does look like it's making a move towards Dewhurst. This rather large creature appears to be making its way this way.
Oh shit.
Well, it leaves a clear general now, though. You can just go
This
hand
is
them
true.
up.
This is true.
I'm
These two
already
will be
a dwarf. I can just dress like a Duergar, just walk right to him.
Dude.
So
Or I
there
can
will
turn
be
into an ant.
actually. Yeah, that's true. So there will be an interaction here and here
Okay.
of these two forces.
Oh.
Come on, halflings.
Ah, man.
They can do it.
Yeah.
I have faith in them.
You're strong force.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of out there on their own, so they gotta be pretty beefy. You know, they gotta know what they're about.
They're pretty big halflings.
Well, and like that's what I'm saying. Like Fishelbrush is just like it's just them out there, you know, like so they gotta be able to take care of themselves.
All right.
All right.
First one's first is going to be this one up north.
All right.
Okay. It would appear that through the battle that's going on up here, neither side really takes any. There's losses that are equal in about both sides, but they're about still the same force. It appears that neither of them have really given an inch, but they kind of stalemate. However, that does mean that each of these forces are going to actually, because they're not garrisoned in either way, these ones are actually going to be half as effective the next time out. I'm trying to figure out how I want to denote that, and I think I'm just going to use a the little injury symbol.
There you go.
And that will be also the case for this one. And then coming down to the halflings. Same result. So they actually stalemate as well. Oops, not that symbol. And again, same kind of result. Neither of them really give an inch or anything like that, but unfortunately, they do suffer some losses on both sides of the conflict. With it rising to the next morning, or before the next morning, I need you all to please roll me skill challenge checks to figure out if your day is uneventful traveling out of Deer Meadow.
Okay.
So what would you guys like to do in order to be able to perform these checks?
Can I give some type of maybe perception or nature check?
Yeah, sure. For what are you trying to do specifically?
Just keeping, I guess it would be perception, just keeping a lookout and make sure there's no Duergar or anything that's going to try to ambush us or attack us.
Okay. I mean, there's a pretty good chance of that, but go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Whoa! Holy cow! Oh, those are fancy
only-
dice now.
I only
Those are
clicked
fancier
it
dice.
twice.
Okay, so with a 10, you have the option of using your plus like. That is up to you.
No, I'll use it next time.
Okay. With a 10, you feel like you have a pretty good eye on what's going on, and you feel pretty safe yourself that you have a good watch on what's happening. Morheron, what would you like to do?
Is it just me and my compadres here, or do we have some other people with us, or?
For the sake of like here, you do have a small kind of force of just some kind of general veteran soldiers, not like as big as like or comparable to some of these other forces that you see on the map, but in the case of like if you guys actually get into an encounter, it will result in a basically you as a part of the force like taking on a different part of it.
I want to lead everybody in some plyometrics to make sure we keep
Okay.
our bodies in peak physical condition for the coming battle.
Limber us up.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an athletics check. It appears there was an update to the Dice So Nice module. For the 14, no one gets hurt during the course of your guys' plyometrics and exercises. In fact, many of them actually get a sense of camaraderie through this actual kind of group exercise and actually feel very pumped for what is about to come. Shirley, what would you like to do?
So I kind of want to go over, like, essentially, I don't know if like journaling or what the, but like I want to like write a report. Like, okay, this is how this enemy acts. This is their tactics, that sort of thing. Like, so anytime we like stop or just it's doable. Like I'll just make a note. Like they can enlarge themselves. Like these are the type of weapons they prefer. Like all that sort of thing.
Okay. Or it's basically just kind of an analog of, an analog of basically what their tactics are, and kind of as a not like a how-to guide, or more just based on
like essentially
experience.
this is
based on your experience and kind of like what you've seen when you've interacted with them, I'm going to say it's a history check for you.
Okay.
With an 18, you are able to kind of document everything that you're talking about. You actually spread this around amongst your guys' regiment, as well as before this other regiment left town. You were able to kind of pass that information along to them. So in fact, with that check, you actually are going to be able to help them out a little bit. So there you have a little bit of a boost to their abilities, as do your troops as well, within your particular regiment as well. And then, Timic, what would you like to do?
I will do a medicine check to tend to any wounds that the forces may have.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll your medicine check, please. Maybe.
I clicked it.
I know. It's not coming up.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Just a little bit of lag from Foundry over here. Let me get this. It might be my computer is just running slow because it was in sleep mode. With a 20, you were able to kind of tend to some of the wounds. There's actually one of the soldiers. His name is actually Jim, and he actually appears to actually have a little bit of infection kind of growing his foot, from just kind of like actually from stepping on something while he was walking around, and you're able to tend to it and actually repair his foot and heal his foot a little bit and actually keep him going. And with that, you guys are actually able to have this day of travel go unimpeded. With that said, where would you like your forces to move next?
Ugh. So, do we want to engage these Duergar and have these guys attack these guys? Or do we want to keep moving towards the big guy?
I like your idea of heading north and plow our way through those Duergar and then meet that big ugly feller.
Okay.
You just point me where you want me to stab, and that's what I will do.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So just for my sake, which one's moving where, just so I can have an understanding.
These guys in Dewhurst are gonna.
Okay.
Ooh. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Flank with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna assault this crew here.
Okay. All right. So I will resolve the first one. The first one first. So with the information that you've actually gained, in addition to the kind of combat maneuver that you've kind of found yourself in, this actually changes a little bit of the mechanics of what happens in this war scenario. So instead of me rolling, I have a 2d6 table. Instead of that, it's going to actually be 2d8s with an extra dice for the fact that they also know information. So it's going to be a pretty good chance that these guys will be successful. But let's find out.
Wrecked.
And with a 13, get wrecked. This particular force is actually eliminated, and both of these forces are going to technically be there, but for the sake of this, I will put one on Chesterfield, but it's actually here. So you guys are actually, you get reports that one actually is handled. So you guys want to meet this one in the field.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll resolve that one here in a second. What do you want to have up here? Do you want these guys to fight these guys again, or do you want to have them move, or where do you want them to go?
No.
Yeah, they should pull back to Elderwater. Like, it might be ruined or sacked or whatever, but at least it's more defensible than fighting out here in the open.
Well, they could also probably go into a defensive formation out in the field. That way, if they are attacked, they're more prepared for it. Instead of retreating.
Is there any kind of, like, will they get any kind of bonus from being, like, in the structure, or no, because that's destroyed? Or what about...
Yeah, so there is something to be said about the high ground and different things. So there would be a bonus for having the high ground, and then there would be a bonus from being garrisoned somewhere. However, with this one being destroyed, there's still going to be a benefit, but it's not going to be as large as it would be as if you were garrisoned in an actual town.
Okay. Then yeah, I think they should move here and set up, say, a defensive position. That way, they're not retreating. They can still stop these guys, but they have the high ground at least.
And maybe tomorrow we can have them jump in the volcano.
Entirely possible.
That'd be great.
Sacrifice blood for the blood god. I mean, what? Wrong character. And then
so before that happens, this unit moves in a little bit, but there is no encounter in the field. And then for the runs down south,
I hate
Man, the halflings to fight.
I hate to leave them alone, but we're engaged here. They're gonna have to. Maybe the halflings can move here, so these guys, I don't know, can't.
I'll leave Timberwood open.
I was going to say, do keep in mind that you do have the ability to garrison here and get a little bit of a bonus. If Timberwood is left unguarded and say an enemy decides to move in, Timberwood will have the chance to defend itself, but it will not be, like I said, it won't be as good as it would be if there was something garrisoned there.
Yeah, I think I'm at Timberwood.
There's options you have here.
Yeah, they should pull back to Timberwood then.
Okay.
We don't need your options.
Oops, I apparently selected two things at the same time. There we go.
There we go. Perfect.
All right. Then to resolve this conflict, we are going to move on to a different map. And I need to roll some stuff.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And again, for the sake of this, when we're doing these, like, you're basically kind of fighting a part of the force, just because obviously, like, having an entire encounter with a unit. I mean, a unit's basically got at least 100 minutes. That would be kind of ridiculous, but
That'd be like 3 streams for one battle.
exactly. So we're not going to do that.
If you can't kill 25 enemies, then
What do you even
I
really
don't know
do?
what you're doing. I guess I can pick up the slack and kill 50.
There you go. I mean, I can get like 10.
All
So
right.
you only got to kill 40.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's it.
And then the last one. Nope, guess not. All right. We will. I'm going to randomly throw these guys in different positions so that way it makes more sense instead of them all just being perfectly lined up and in formation. That's not how this would work if you were in the middle of a battle. All right, and I will put you guys somewhere that makes sense. Come on, unselect.
Oh man, I'm so ready.
I want your marching formation to be. Like, do you want to have a certain formation that you want to have certain people up front or certain people in the back, or do you just kind of want to wing
I
it?
was gonna say I want the other 3 around me so I can heroism right away.
We can just go in a
So
group
do you-
of 4.
I would.
Going into an open field. Doesn't matter where we are, really.
Yeah, it's just
And
it's
I mean, they are pretty aware of the situation, so if you guys want to sneak on them, I will allow you guys to make stealth checks. If you guys want to try to get the drop on them, so you guys can have a round before they get anything off. Otherwise, it'll just be all at once.
always worth a shot.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth checks, guys.
I will be a little bit.
If you
further
want, you
behind.
can. If you want, you can also use your +1s in this scenario.
Sure.
I will be back away from the body so that I do
Yeah.
not have to do that.
I don't think a +1's gonna help me.
I'll use
No,
my.
I don't think it's gonna help. You're gonna use your +1, Shirley?
Yeah, I was gonna say just shore up that that stealth a little.
Okay. So that's a 19, a 17, a 2, and Morharon, you're gonna be a little bit further back.
Yeah, I don't want to try and sneak. I know I can't, so.
Fair enough.
I should have stayed back with you. I can't sneak.
Okay. With that said, as you guys begin to approach, they do notice that you are there, Timic. You, unfortunately, oh, there's a +1 for Shirley again there, so there you go. They do notice that you are, they see the gnome flying in on a broom, like, huh? And it does start a combat encounter, so I will bring you guys over here in 1 second.
He's just like zooming along. Oh, we're there already. Oh, whoops. Does like the slide stop.
All right. I'm again only going to use one Duergar roll to count for the Duergar and one for the other units.
Ooh.
All right. Once Timix registers, we will start it.
Clicked it.
I know you did. I saw it roll on the screen, and then it just didn't do anything.
You like those that new dice?
I mean,
Shiny.
maybe it's the dice that are... Yeah, they are very shiny. Okay. So we will begin this combat. At the top of the round, it's actually these two guys here at the top. These guys will... these guys will cast... these guys will actually cast invisibility on themselves. Oops, not all of them.
Whoa.
Come on, do the things. There we go. This one will cast invisibility on himself, as will this one. And then they will move.
Do we see them kind of wink out of sight or what have you?
Yeah, you are able to see them wink out of sight from your particular standpoint. Absolutely.
Okay.
Ending their turn brings us to Shirley.
First thing I'm gonna do is turn around and tell Morharon to get out the lantern. Second thing, I will cast Heroism on Timic and Juliet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oops, I didn't need to make you invisible.
Second level. Yeah.
Oops, I'm just turning her.
Yeah.
I always mess that up sometimes. For Heroism, we will use... where is he? It's the guy that's got his hands on his... Yeah, this one. And then Timic. Remind me what Heroism does, so that way we can remember.
All right. So you cannot be frightened, and at least while I'm concentrating on the spell. And at the beginning of each of your turns, and when I cast it, you gain 3 temp HP. It doesn't stack. It's just basically you get to ignore 3 points of damage around. So.
Okay. So you basically get a free... Okay, that's cool. So let's remember that. So that's... you said how much HP was it? 3?
Yeah, because it's my charisma mod.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty. Anything else on your turn?
And then I will charge. I think I can move
Okay.
30 feet. Yeah.
You have to get off of the
Yep.
square. Yep. It's always the funny thing about this.
Yep. Bam.
Charge. All right. Ending your turn brings us to Timic.
I will.
Unless you want to inspire anyone on your way in, Shirley. I
That's right. I'm thinking. I thought heroism was a bonus action. Yeah. So, I'm going to tell who's up next. Yeah, I'm gonna tell. I'll throw Morher on some inspiration.
Okay. All right. Morharon, you are inspired.
Where's the features? There we go.
All right. Timic, now it's your turn. My apologies.
I will be casting Tidal Wave.
Okay. Casting Tidal Wave. I like it.
Where'd it go?
Open it up with that.
Remind the folks at home what Tidal Wave does.
It's a Tidal Wave. Can I make like a box? It's 30 feet long and 10 feet wide, so I can get all those guys in it. So
30 feet long and 10 feet wide.
So those 5 need to make a dexterity save.
Okay, so that's this 5 up here. Is it those 5?
Oh wait, I can get all those? That's fine. I'll keep it right there.
He said 30 feet long and 10 feet wide. Okay, so I do have this wrong. So 1, 2. So it would be. Oh, I got another one now.
I can go one more box over?
You can go one more box over, but it's one shorter. I had that wrong. So I'm trying to make this thing.
Yeah, just pull it up one.
You can still get 5 in it. It's just a different 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's these 5.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. All right.
30 save for all of them.
All right. Dexterity saves coming in.
I think it's 14.
Oh, jeez.
Spell saves 14.
Little things now.
Okay. First one's going to be a 18. A 2. Actually, I'm just going to roll it on my... next one is a 1. Next one is an 18. And the last one is a 7. So...
The 3 and 2?
Yep, 3 and 2, yep. So it's succeed, the next 2 fail, succeed, fail. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh,
19 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, they're all looking pretty hurt with that tidal wave.
The ones that failed are also knocked.
And there's
okay.
I mean, I'm sure you already took this into account, but there's nothing in that tidal wave that we don't see, correct?
Oh, that's right. They went invisible.
Correct. There is nothing in that tidal wave as of right now that you don't. I will keep that in mind. There we go. That's better. Okay, sorry about that, guys. OBS decided to crash on me, but we're back. So after doing all the calculations, all these guys took damage, and then what were we saying? So that was all that, and then anything else in your turn, Timic?
Oh, just my bonus action shillelagh, and that's it. I will move up.
Oh, bonus action shillelagh. That's what it was. Okay. I knew there was something. I just couldn't remember what it was. I'm going to give you. We'll just use the plus marker. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for bearing with us. Sometimes OBS just likes to just blow up. That brings us to the Duergar. So these guys, I'm going to get the template off the screen here really quick. It looks like we're actually running smoother after it crashed. Go figure. Shocker, right? So let me see. Let me just make sure that these actually toggle. Okay, they actually work now. Good. So these guys, this one's gonna move in here. This one's gonna move in. This one's gonna move in. This one's gonna move in. All these guys are just gonna move in. And then these other 3 guys are gonna...
That's fun, though.
Yeah, this is fun.
You're fine, Shirley.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It'll be all right.
Yeah, they're all just gonna... It's all part of the plan, apparently. They're just all gonna surround you, Shirley.
Go ahead, do that. Because you're not getting out of it.
And then this last one... I mean, he's gonna go there, I guess, because...
Dog pile. Bring it on!
Alright, so a bunch of attacks coming. These guys, luckily, only have 1 attack per round.
But they all have advantage.
And they all have advantage. So I'm going to roll them all on by hand because there's just a lot of them. So first one, these are all +4 to hit. So first one, 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. Next one, worse. Next one, worse. Next one, 18 to hit.
18 hits. 17 AC.
3 more. 20 something to hit. 2 more. High again. 16 to hit, you said does not hit.
Nope.
And then the last one's gonna throw his javelin. That's gonna be a 20 to hit. So, 4 out of the many of them hit, but only one of them's from ranged. So for damage, we've got. I'll just roll. So it's gonna be this +6. So 2, 7, 13. So that's 19 points of damage from the melee attacks. And then 8 points of damage from the javelin.
Okay.
For a total of 27 and for a total of 27 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's going to end their turns. All of them, collectively.
Okay.
Juliet?
I am going to be moving. Let's see. So 5, 10, 15. And right up to this guy.
Okay.
And I am going to attack him twice.
You're going to attack him?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attacks. First one coming in looks like it's a pretty good number. 24 to hit for, looks like 6 slashing damage.
Cool. And then I'm
He's
going
still hanging on?
I'm attacking him again.
15 unfortunately does not hit. So you go in for the last strike, and this guy's kind of on the brink of death. He's kind of got his little pick into the ground. He's just like, "Ugh!" And you just kind of go to slash at him, and he just was able to kind of fend it off. Anything else on your turn?
I have forgotten to use my Hexblade Curse. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and use your Hexblade's Curse. Where are you putting it?
I'm going to put it on the guy I just hit.
Okay. Does that do any extra damage?
I think it does.
Modifier.
I think it's
Modifier?
Yeah.
All right, good, because actually your first hit was the only one you need, and you actually stab through, and you actually do take him out. Oops, not both of them.
And then I'm going to just move my last 5 feet over here.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm trying to delete the one guy. There we go.
And I moved right over there.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to move right here so that way Shirley has advantage.
Okay.
That's
Awesome.
my go.
All right, Morharon.
Let's see here. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I'm gonna need. I think if I do it through here, if If I use my breath weapon, can I get the 4 on the right?
Remind me the ruling on the breath weapon.
5 by 30.
5 by 30. So it would be the straight line in front of you, I believe.
So 3 deck saves, DC 15.
DC 15 dex saves. Okay. 14. You said DC what? 16?
15.
15. Okay, so 14. Exactly 15. And 5. So 2 fail, 1 succeeds.
You can add a D8 to that.
To the damage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can because you're
Valor
inspired.
bar. Woo!
Sweet.
So that's 15 points of damage. You
And
actually...
no damage to the one guy.
No damage to the one guy in the middle.
Breath
Okay.
weapon doesn't get a half. It's
Okay.
either all or nothing.
Okay. You actually get a lot of the... You see this like kind of spew of... I believe it's acid damage, right? Yeah, you see this spew of acid come out of Morharon's mouth, and you just see it drench this guy in the front, taking the full damage. He has no way to avoid it. The one behind him kind of sees it coming and kind of like just jumps out of the way. The guy in the back, although, is not as unfortunate because he kind of just looks and sees the guy jump out of the way. He's like, what's going on? And then he just gets blasted. Him already being very heavily damaged from the tidal wave, he actually falls.
Excellent.
Nice.
So that ends it for me.
All right. You are no longer inspired, so I will...
Well, not officially, but
That
Not
was
officially,
pretty
but you
inspiring.
feel fairly inspired by
I feel
that.
pretty inspired.
We're gonna ignore all those. Bringing us back to the kind of spellcasting kind of looking guys that you guys saw before. These guys are going to... are going to move, and they're going to reveal themselves as they go in to stab at Juliet at advantage.
Of course.
Natural 20 on one of them.
Hey.
And I want to say that's a 17 to hit. Nope, an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Yeah, that hits me.
Okay. So both of them hit.
Yeah.
So the first one is going to do 9 piercing damage plus...
Okay.
and plus 24 psychic damage.
Okay.
The second one...
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Oh yeah, but wait, there's more. The second one is going to do 4 points of piercing damage plus 11 points of psychic damage.
I am down.
You are
Yikes.
down.
Yeah.
Juliet is down.
So I just like ran in with my blade and just tried to like slash them, and then they just went, nope, not having that today.
Yeah, they were all just like, oh, hello.
Cool.
Alrighty then. And with that, Shirley, what would you like to do?
So I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action cast Healing Word
Okay.
at 3rd level on Juliet.
Okay.
Like
I believe that is 4d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
I believe so. Let me go ahead and roll it. Oh, I forget how to roll regular. Oh no, I can just cast it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. Sorry, spells.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There is a way to use it at a higher level. It's just that you have to do it with some funky things in your
There we
character
go.
sheet.
Did it go?
Not yet. Did you type in slash roll 4d4 plus 3 or something?
Mm-mm. I just. Oh, why did it use both slots? Oh, it's probably gonna do it twice.
There you go. I rolled it for you. So it's 4d4 plus 3. So Juliet, you heal 13 points.
Thank you, good sir.
I was say, I'm just like, get back up. We need you.
I'm up. I'm up.
So you are prone, but you now have 13 hit points.
Cool. That's fine.
I'm gonna fix your sheet because it's all messed up from the last time.
And then I'm going to, now that she's back up, I'm gonna stab this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
Sorry, I get my sheet back here. Where did I close? All right, where are we at? Please.
With a natural or with a 12, 12 unfortunately does not hit. You actually go in to try and grab this with your spear, and this guy, after seeing Juliet get dispatched, kind of turns around and goes, and then like sees you kind of coming and is able to avoid it.
Ugh. Little distracted.
A little distracted. That's okay. Especially for me. Timmick, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will move here,
Okay.
and then I will.
Tidal Wave your entire party.
Do it. Broken arrow. Yeah.
You will Thunder Wave, 15-foot cube of thunderous energy. So we've got con saves for all of these dudes. All of these bros. If I can get them all selected.
Force 14 DC.
Okay.
What? I haven't spent those spells.
Jesus. All right. Now that the Foundry has stopped being a psychopath. I don't know why it came out that way. So we've got... I don't know what it was doing there. Okay, so we've got a 21 for one of them, and then a bunch of really crappy numbers. So go ahead and roll your 2d8s, unless you decide to do more.
Yeah, I used a second level spell slot.
Okay, so that would be 3d8s. So 13 points of damage. That will take care of this guy. Oh, not all of them.
Yes.
Yes. And then that guy succeeded. This guy failed. So 13 for this guy. 6 for this guy. And 13 for this guy. And then they're also pushed 10 feet away from you.
Yeah.
So we will say I will grab them. And which direction do you want them to go?
Diagonal.
Diagonal?
So like up to here. And then up to here.
So that's 5.
But guy who succeeded doesn't get pushed.
Right. I will move that guy back. There. All right. Anything else on your turn? You guys kind of all see as Timmick kind of just like comes in and just like drops the staff, and you almost hear Dale just kind of. You just see just a big giant thunder wave come out from Timmick and just blow these guys back, and in fact eliminating one of them.
No, I'm good.
Okay. That is going to bring us to all the Duergar. So these guys are going to... this guy is going to move... so you guys can actually see what he's doing. Maybe, if the templates will work. There we go. Is going to move back down here. You can occupy that space. And then the rest of them are all just going to attack. So we will start with 12 o'clock on Shirley and move her way around the clock. So for that guy, first attack advantage is going to be a 23 to hit. Coming over to 3 o'clock. 21 to hit.
Hit.
6 o'clock. 15 to hit, which does not hit. 9 o'clock, which is 19 plus stuff. And then we'll say 11 o'clock is a 19 to hit. So 4 out of the 5 hit. 4. So total 1d plus 2. So keep this as keep this total going as I go, so you can write them all down. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
3 points of damage.
Okay.
4 points of damage. 10 points of damage.
Yeah, that's 23. I am down.
You are down. Okay. You guys see as Shirley, valiantly standing in the middle of this fray, it's just attacked from all sides, and this last guy up here kind of throws one last blow and kind of like hits him across the jaw as he falls unconscious on the ground. This guy down here is now going to go.
Hey, before that guy attacks, so when he moved in there, I want him to do Halo Spores, so it's a Constitution save.
It's going to be a 17.
All right, succeeds.
Okay. Dale kind of squawks at him, he's like, "Wah!" and nothing happens. He's going to go ahead and attack Juliet. Juliet, that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yep, as a reaction, I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. For the damage, just so you know, is 6 damage.
Okay.
So you're at 7. And then your Hellish Rebuke.
Yes. I just gotta roll it real quick, if I can find it. There it is. Do I cast it at first level? No, I don't want to cast it at first level. I want to cast it at third level. Okay. I did it, but I don't think it did anything.
What did you...
I cast at third level, and it didn't give me anything.
Mine did the same thing.
So how many, let me just go into your character sheet, because it's first, I think the spells like get kind of messed up every time that they update this thing, so I'll fix it, so don't worry. So it looks like we're talking at level 3, so it's going to be 4d10.
Yep.
Ooh.
I will roll it for you.
Yeah.
4d10. Yeah, he's toast. That's 30 points of damage. He just gets blown back as you see this kind of like red fire just kind of blast out of Juliet after she's hit from the wound. And you almost hear like this like cackle in the background, just kind of go, right. And you just see him just get burned away and obliterated. Hold on. Jesus. I'm in too many different things. Okay. All right. That'll end all the Duergar's turns. That's going to bring us to Juliet. You are currently prone.
Okay, I get back up. And I'm going to hit the guy in front of me because, well, you know what? No, I'm going to hit the guy on the side of me.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go for...
These guys don't have beefy armor classes, but unfortunately you still just barely miss with that attack as you kind of come in to slash at them. You have your +1 actually you can use if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay.
So your damage on that first one was 12 points of slashing damage.
Yes.
And it looks like Shirley just got one, but Julia just lost hers. And then second attack coming in is a 13. That one will miss.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn? Did you move your curse?
I did not.
So move your curse onto the guy. Do you lose concentration for going unconscious on your curse, or is it still there?
You can't move Hexblade's curse.
Oh, you can't move it? Okay, so he's gone. Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
all right.
You do lose heroism too, since I'm down.
That's right. Everyone does lose heroism on this now too. So, so you guys should be keeping track. If I haven't said it already, you guys do get the +3 temporary hit points at the start of your turn. So Juliet, you actually, well, you had it. No, you don't have it, but that's okay.
Okay.
We're figuring it out. That's okay.
That's my go.
All right, that's your go. All right, that is gonna bring us to Morharon.
I'm gonna run over there to that guy.
Okay, time to go to work, kid.
Here we go.
All right, that is going to be absolutely hits with a 24. And it looks like you got the thing to work in the right way. Good. So that is going to be 12 points of damage. You just come in with that maul and just.
I'm
takes a huge hit.
I'm waiting for this to respond. I'm going to add damage to it.
Okay. He's still up, so.
I hit it and it just hasn't gone yet.
Oh. Was it just a roll of a d8?
Yeah.
There it is. For 4 extra damage, I'm guessing?
Yeah, 16 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then I'll...
Any effect on that?
No, it's just extra damage on it.
Okay. That next roll coming in when it registers. 23 to hit absolutely hits for that maximum amount of damage. That actually takes this guy out.
So since he's out, I will turn.
You actually bash his face in.
The one right above Juliet.
Okay.
And throw my hatchet at him.
Okay, go ahead and throw your hatchet. That's probably gonna hit. Whenever it decides to register. 19 definitely hits for that 6 points of damage.
And I will add 8 more damage to it.
So that's a total of 14 damage. He is just barely hanging on.
So I will action surge.
Okay.
Can I stand over top of Shirley to protect him? Or is that
You technically can't occupy the same space, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So you can stand right there, yeah.
Let's move up to here. First hit at the guy right above me.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
Smacked.
26 definitely hits for 10 points of damage. He's looking pretty hurt. He's looking haggard, what I would like to call it. With a 9, unfortunately, that does not hit.
I will add this to the attack. And that's still not going to hit, though.
13, unfortunately, does not hit, no.
And I got one list. It's going to be at disadvantage, though. So
right. So it's going to be the 4 plus something, so it's probably not going to hit. 11 does not hit.
All right. So that's all I got.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to... the remaining spellcastery kind of looking guy. He is going to cast Zio.
Do it.
Bring it on.
Juliet, never mind.
What?
He is going to cast, or he's going to use his ability called Mind Mastery. And for this guy to take a melee attack against you, Juliet,
Okay.
while you're prone, so that's going to be at advantage.
I
Did you
felt
ever
pro-
stand? Did
Yeah,
you
I
stand
stood-
up?
Yeah, I
Okay,
stood up.
so you're not prone. It's probably because I didn't pick it off. He's still going to attack you.
Okay.
He's going to miss though.
I dodge out of his way.
Yep. And I have to look up something really quick, guys, but you guys, but Timmick, it is now your turn.
Alright, I will move up here.
Okay.
Symbiotic entity on myself.
Okay.
Do roll a death save.
And then well,
That's
death save?
actually, yeah, Shirley, please roll a death save. I apologize.
That's okay. Just con.
Nope, it's just a roll of a d20.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
So just slash roll 1d20. Slash roll space 1d20. 16 is a success. So that is one success.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to put Healing Word on Shirley.
Okay.
Well, if I know that.
So go ahead and, yep, run d4. So that's 4 points of healing. So I can do that for you, Shirley. You are no longer bleeding out. You are just prone.
Oh. That's ouchy.
Alrighty. Anything else on your turn, Timmick?
Nope.
Okay. That is going to bring us to... Come on. I'm being really slow, guys, tonight. I don't know why. That is going to bring us to the Duergar. These guys are going to... In this current situation, we're going to go around the clock again, starting at 12 o'clock, but they just saw you come back up, Shirley, so they're just going to go right back after it. Okay, so that is an action. Okay, that's what I want to make sure. So yeah, they're going to go around the clock again. So you are prone, and they're all surrounding you, so they are going to have advantage on their rolls. That's a 20 or an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, we'll do the damage first on this one because that will impact what they do. That's going to be like 6 points of damage, so you're back down again. Seeing that, this one here will come around here to flank with that guy and come after you, Timmick. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yep.
How do I cock a d8? For 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
The one in the middle is gonna wait for this guy to get into position for Morharon to be flanked as well. This guy is not moving
So
yet, but he's gonna
when
attack
that-
Morharon in a second.
When that guy moves, he takes
Okay.
11 points of damage from the booming blade.
Ooh.
Boom. So the attack coming from that guy is gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
For 9 points of damage. Guy in the middle is going to attack Morharon as well.
He can make a con save too.
Fails.
Four damage.
He doesn't even get to do anything. He goes in to try to attack you, Morharon, and then it's almost as if like you hear Dale squawk again, and then he kind of like, and then you just kind of see these like almost like he like inhales for a
Nice.
second and then just like and like almost chokes on something and falls.
Thanks, Timmy.
And then this last guy, seeing that, is going to... a really hard spot to be in. He is going to... Is there a path he can take to do that? He doesn't want to do anything with you, Timic, so he's not going to go after you. But he also sees Maury as kind of a big threat, so he's going to come down here and try and go after Juliet.
Okay.
And not hit.
Yeah.
Ending their turns, Juliet, it is your turn.
Okay. If I was to just move down here, would that give them attack of opportunity or no?
No. No, you would actually just gain advantage. You're allowed to strafe around an enemy.
Okay, so then I'm going to hit him twice with my blade. So advantage?
Yep. That is going to be an 18 to hit, which does hit for 8 points of damage. So you just kind of come in and you kind of just jab your sword in, and you actually get him kind of in the side. You actually get he takes a pretty good chunk of damage. He looks like he's pretty hurt.
Going in for another attack then.
Okay. With a 20 total and 12 slashing damage, you actually are able to kind of withdraw the blade and actually slice it across his throat, and he actually bleeds out in front of you. And as he does, you see Morharon standing there. The blood that kind of comes out almost get absorbed by the blade, and you almost hear, Juliet, in your head, this kind of like purring noise.
Then I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to give Maury some advantage.
Awesome.
And that's my go.
Awesome. Speaking of Maury, what would you like to do?
I just kind of smile slyly at the guy in front of me.
With a 22, you are able to kind of like, as he just like, you're able to kind of come over his bald head and just kind of cave it in. Whack! And he also falls. Although the blood doesn't absorb into your weapon, ironically enough.
I'll run over here. And actually, I can go one more in here. I'm going to go after the caster there.
Okay.
First one coming at him for...
A 16 does hit for 6 points of damage.
And I will do this at disadvantage.
Okay.
13.
A 13, you do have a +1 if you'd like to use it before I
I'd
forget.
love to use that.
All right, and that is enough to actually hit him. Go ahead, and your damage is 10 points of damage.
Yep.
He's looking pretty hurt.
Thank you for the +1. And then I'll just wait right there.
Alrighty. Ending your turn, it is the Mind Master's turn, although it's going to say it's Shirley's turn. It's not. The caster that you guys see there is going to... I don't know what that roll is for. Oh, that's your death save? Yeah, so that's one success for you, Shirley. He is going to... use his mind mastery to command the Duergar that is on top of Shirley to use an attack on him. That unfortunately, oh, yeah, that doesn't. Hold on 1 second, guys. So with an advantage roll on that attack, he rolls a 9 to hit. So he does not hit. And then this guy is going to attempt to flee. The Mind Master is.
I'm missing.
He's going to attempt to flee. Morhan, if you'd like to use his... Yep. You do hit. Actually, no, you do not hit. Excuse me. Now you hit. With that 21 to hit for 9 points of damage. He is on the brink of death as he kind of limps away. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ending his turn. Shirley, you rolled your death save and you succeeded. So I'll put that marker there. Brings us... Oop, I skipped you guys. Timic.
Oh, Timic.
I'll cast Chill Touch on this guy, the Mind Master.
The guy fleeing. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Or go roll for your attack, excuse me, not damage.
Yeah.
Definitely hits. Go ahead. You don't even have to roll damage. You actually just kind of throw your Chill Touch out there, and it just kind of frees him in place, and he just kind of and just falls down. Oops, not both of them. There we go.
I'm assuming doing a medicine check to stabilize Shirley is a full action.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can I use the cantrip and then a spell, the spell slot?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll use Healing Word on him then.
There you go. That is exactly what you can do. So go ahead and roll that D4. Solid 5 points of healing for Mr. Shirley.
Much appreciated.
You are no longer unconscious, bleeding out.
Whew.
Anything else in your turn, Timic?
No. Actually, yeah, I want to move up here, so if that guy tries to flee, I can get an attack on him.
Okay. So there's an attack of opportunity coming your way.
Fine.
The 12, I assume, doesn't hit.
Nope.
All right. Brings us to the Duergar. This guy's got nowhere to run, so he's just going to try to... He's going to try and at least try to take you out, Shirley. That's what he's going to try and do.
I'm going to use my react Halo Spores.
Okay.
So con save.
Oh,
17.
Yeah, 16s.
Okay. And then it's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
I might not go down if he rolls like a 1.
Oh, I was like, where did you go? That is going to be 8. 3 points of damage.
Oh!
He rolled a 1 on his damage die. This guy down at the bottom, he's gonna try to take someone out because he just can't, and he tries to hit Maury, but he does not. Juliet, that brings us to you.
Seeing that everything's going on, I'm going to move over here to Maury. And, I mean, at this point, you just know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good idea.
Let's see. So, advantage. Is that a hit?
18 does hit.
Cool.
And that's going to be for 7 points of damage. As you come in and slash into this guy again, kind of raking across his arm.
And then I'm going to go in for another one. And that's not going to hit.
No, unfortunately, that is not going to hit. You kind of come in, he's like, and he kind of sees you coming and just kind of like whips around and kind of like bashes the sword out of the way with his, he's got like almost like a little guard pommel on the side of his wrist, and he kind of smashes it out of the way. Anything else on your turn?
Kick his ass, Maury! And then that's my go.
All right, Maury, your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
It'll let me do it.
There it is. A little laggy today. With a 22 to hit, that absolutely hits for 11 points of damage. He is still hanging on. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Double 20s!
Nice.
So that is impressive.
With
How
max,
do you want to do this?
hitting the first time and seeing take it like a champ, so then I just kind of extra hard with the maul, just sideways across the head, and just don't really remove his head from his shoulders, but kind of explode it so it seems that way.
Okay. So when you do this, you smash it so hard. That's awesome. So as you do that, you smash him across the head, and almost like a chicken that like lost its head, he kind of like stumbles back,
God.
falling back this way, and as he does, his war pike just kind of like falls back, and it actually strikes this guy in the top of the head, caving it in, and actually both of them, as a result, bleed out and die as a result of. I mean, it's a double 20, man. What are you gonna do, right? Yeah, double natural 20s. So with that, you guys actually dispatch the rest of this force and win this encounter, and we actually can go back to the world map.
Nice battle, everybody.
And with
That felt
that
good.
unit is no more. And with that, everyone, we are actually going to go to break. The special code word tonight is WAR, W-A-R. Go ahead and throw that in the chat for your chance to win the free dice, and we'll see you after the break. Alrighty, everyone. So we are back. The winner of the dice giveaway is actually Pixie MCK. So Pixie MCK, check your direct messages on Twitch, because in there we just need to get a couple of pieces of information so we can send you your free dice. So make sure you check out your DMs, and we will get those out to you as quickly as possible. So that's awesome. Last we left off, you guys just defeated in battle the Duergar force that you guys had there. So we'll actually go back to the other map really quick, and I will adjust the map accordingly because it looks like we're a little cattywampus over there with the zooms. Even though you guys had a battle in the middle of the field, you guys will still have to roll for your travel that day and your sleep overnight to ensure that it is uneventful. So I will need some ability checks from the four of you. What would you guys like to do in order to ensure safe travel and safe sleep during the course of your evening?
I'd like to try and find us a safe place to rest our head if possible.
Okay. I'm going to say go ahead and roll me a survival check. All right, an 11. You find it's hard. It's very difficult where this is kind of just a giant open field. And there's a little bit of tree cover and stuff like that, but there isn't a whole lot of great choices. So you pick the best spot you can find and kind of settle in for the night. Juliet, what would you like to do?
I would like to try to keep us hidden. Maybe where if someone's bypassing or something, they can't see us.
Okay. I will say go ahead and give me a stealth check for that.
Stealth or deception?
Where you're trying to hide?
I'm trying to hide the group, like with
Right. So that would still be stealth.
Stealth.
If you want to deceive somebody, you might like you could try to create tracks that appear to be going in a different direction if that's what you're trying. If you want to deceive somebody in that way and kind of dupe them and kind of try to convince them,
yeah.
you can try and do it that way. It's going to be kind of I'll tell you this. Where you're not directly interacting with somebody, I would allow you to do a deception check, but it would be at disadvantage.
Okay, then I'll just do stealth.
Okay. It's a tricky. I understand what you're trying to do, but it's kind of tricky. Okay. All right. Shirley, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm gonna nurse my own wounds. I am like,
Okay. You are allowed, by the way, to, if you have any spells you want to cast during the course of this rest to heal yourself or potions or anything like that, we can do that. Before, like, that will happen before we resolve the rest of this rest. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
okay. Then yeah, I'm definitely gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself and
Okay.
do Al's Wisdom. So
Okay. So that'll give you advantage on any wisdom-based checks that you're about to do.
yeah. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna kind of like be like, this goes this way, you know, like.
Sure. What are you rolling exactly?
Medicine. Just
a medicine
like,
check. Oh,
yeah,
I want to
like
reset the bones that.
Yeah,
reset the bones that way.
the thumb doesn't belong that way, you know, like, and like.
Okay. With
he's
a
hurting a
10, you point that out to somebody, and you try to kind of gerrymander kind of a splint or something like that to kind of help out, or to kind of fix your own thumb if that's what you're talking about. And you think you've done a pretty good job, but you still like kind of hear some complaints of pain and stuff like that. But it's good enough given the situation you're in. At least to kind of stabilize it a little bit. And then Timmick, what would you like to do?
I would like to look for some animals in the area and see if they have seen any Duergar scouts or anything in the area.
Okay, that's a good one. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Or actually, no, you're talking with the animals?
Yeah.
Animal handling, then. Yep. Oof. This is a tough one, guys.
We're all over the nut.
Because the animals are actually able to give you some information, you do learn that. Give me 1 second. You do learn of there isn't necessarily any Duergar in the area, but they do point out a abandoned campsite not too far from where you guys are stationed, where maybe the previous warband was kind of occupying. And they do point out that they saw some shinies there, some shiny objects that looked pretty cool, but they couldn't eat them, so they were like, eh, and they just kind of left them alone.
And how many bandits were there?
Well, they said it was abandoned, so they thought, they thought abandoned, not bandit, abandoned.
Yeah,
No, abandoned. So they think that it was probably the Duergar force that was there not too long ago, but they're not sure. They're relatively low intelligence chipmunks that you gotta talk to. So they kind of like just like over there, and they kind of point you in that direction. Because you know of this, Timmick, I'm gonna have you make an investigation check.
Great. To better on that.
With a 16 investigation check, you don't find too much there, but you do eventually come across what is kind of a large, kind of like pouch of these shinies that these chipmunks were kind of directing you towards. And you actually do find 100 gold pieces as you kind of like dig around this campsite.
Sweet. Thanks, chipmunks.
All right. With that, I'm going to need one more roll from one of you. Whatever you want it to be, just give me a good reason for it and I'll allow it to happen.
I nominate Maury.
I'll just try to keep a good eye out.
All right. Let's have a perception check, Maury.
Let's see what I can see.
with no boosts or anything. You kind of keep an eye out. You guys do get the benefit of a short rest. So if you guys want to roll hit dice or anything like that, you can. However, that's too funny. However, on your way back to kind of after journeying with Timmick, you guys kind of walk by a small stream, and because you rolled fairly low, but because Timmick, you're with him at this point, you can also roll a perception check as well. 17. With a 17, you actually see what appears to be a very shiny glint that's kind of poking through the water as you're kind of walking by. It kind of catches a little bit of moonlight is left, and you can kind of see an object in the bottom of the water.
Let's scoop it up.
Okay. You scoop it up, and what you find is this very interesting looking golden ring. It's got some weird kind of runes on it, and it kind of like comes into like a little bit of a loop where it looks like almost like it would go on a two fingers, like maybe the ring and pinky finger, and it's got these kind of magical runes on it. But other than that, that's what you find.
That's kind of cool looking. What is it?
It's like a ring. It's nice.
It all-
What kind
I like
of
to
ring?
mesmerize.
Why don't you just try it on, see if it fits?
All right, I put it on.
Okay. Are you going to spend a significant amount of time with it, or are you just going to wear it?
What do you mean? If I wear it, isn't that spending time with it?
So you put it on. Initially, you don't really feel anything. You do kind of feel some kind of energy coming off the ring, but that's it. You'd have to take about an hour with the ring in order to be able to figure out its full abilities.
I'm wearing it the rest of my life, so you tell me when an hour's up.
Okay, an hour's up.
An hour.
You find that this particular item actually within it holds, has the ability to hold spells inside of it. Actually, it is not the Great Ring of Sauron or anything like that, but it is a ring that is able to actually store up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time. This particular ring actually has 1 spell of haste and a spell of magic missile inside of it, currently stored inside of it.
That's pretty cool.
But you are able to then, if you want to, you basically can cast a spell from 1st to 5th level into the ring by touching the ring as the spell is cast. The spell itself will then have no effect during that time, but is then stored in the ring. If the ring can't hold any more spells because there's too many spells in it, it will have no effect. The level of slot used to cast a spell determines how much space it uses. So basically, if you cast a 5th level spell, that's all the levels of the spell. Now, while wearing it, you can cast any spell that's stored into it. That then uses the slot level inside the ring, and it's utilized. The spell uses the same level of slot, so if it was an upcast Cure Wounds or something like that, it's still that level of slot. And it uses the spell save DC, the spell attack bonus, and the spell casting ability of the original caster, but is otherwise treated as if you cast the spell. Then after you do that, the spell is utilized, and the cast is used, and frees up more space. So that is just a ring of spell storing for you.
And what
just
level are the
because
spells?
Sorry, say it again.
What level are the spells that are in it?
A level 3 haste and a level 1 magic missile.
All right. Cool.
Yep. You're a lucky guy.
Nice.
That could have gone really poorly for you guys.
I was gonna say, I was waiting for you to be like, oh yeah, by the way, this giant creature like wanders into your camp.
That's what I expected as well, but nope, that did not happen.
Sadly for the DM.
Here.
So what is our plans next?
You guys will have the virtue of a long rest now, so you guys can actually mark that off. Because you guys are able to, luckily, avoid any movements from nature or anything like that interrupting your travel or your sleep. Just that you guys were just very lucky and found just some really, you were very opportunistic in your failures, I guess. And you guys are able to wake up the next morning. Let me find that ring and put in your inventory there, Timic. I don't know if it did. Yeah, there it is. The art on there is not correct, so I will update that when I get a chance. But yeah, the DM is merciful. Thanks, Pixie. So to resolve the rest of the things that happened, these guys did not move. So this guy moves, and this guy moves. It is the next morning. What would you guys like to do?
Oh,
Ooh, we got a new follow. Thanks, Meaningful Gaming. That's awesome.
oh yeah.
Ooh.
Thank you much. All right, let's see. What are we looking at here? This guy has moved at all?
That guy moved behind the unit there, so he hasn't moved yet. So you have the option of, I'm allowing you guys to move first because it just makes the flow easier that way. But that is where he currently is.
All right. I think if
Move the Chesterfield guys over to here, and they can also attack that thing with us.
yeah, I was just thinking. I was just trying to see if there was any way we could like slide and get everybody in on the action, but
If we move back to Chesterfield and then have this group move in there too, and we wait for it to come to us.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Oh, yeah, if we all just bulk up on Chesterfield, and if the big guy moves over to where we are now when we're there, then we're all in line to attack it.
Do you mean Dewhurst or do you mean Chesterfield?
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield's over here, so you're confusing me a little bit. You mean up here?
Whatever.
That one guy
Yeah,
has a
right
street.
here.
Yeah.
The spot where it says Chesterfield.
So you want to move here with this guy?
Yeah.
And then we want this guy to move down there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just basically amassing to fight this thing.
Godzilla!
Okay. Let's go north really quick. What would you guys like to happen here?
We would like the Duergar to attack our troops. 'Cause they have the
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
like that.
So your guys are going to stand put and fortify?
Yeah.
on the high ground, yes.
All right, good. That's actually going to help them out quite a bit. And then down here, is that the same kind of plan for your fellows in Timberwood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, so the guys in Nulgrim could get to here today. It's still going to take them 3 days to get to Timberwood. Oh. All right. It is what it is. Pine Wall. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They would get to the Ember Garrison in 2 days.
I don't want to leave the north undefended either, so.
We still have the guy at the pine wall.
Yeah,
Move them to a more central location.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
You guys do know that most of the based on kind of like how they've been formatting and the way they've come out, a lot of it's originating from this Tomb of the Witchworm here.
All right, and like, there's no, like, as far as we're aware, there's no threat from the north of like another kingdom or anything like that. Like,
No, to the north. So I will actually give you guys a perspective on the rest of the map once it loads on my side. So I will push you guys. I'm going to push you guys there, just so you guys can see the rest of the map, and so the stream can see the rest of the map as well. North of the continent is that road leading to the Cloudspire Citadel, traveling past and through the Shadow Pass. And then it's mostly mountains and pretty much tundra and like a kind of deserted, kind of like Arctic tundra. For the most part.
And the general's up there at the Citadel anyway. So.
Yeah, and there is a general up there at the Citadel, which you do know, Shirley, is to defend from a lot of the stone giants that kind of meander their way down from the north as well.
Gotcha.
So they've been stationed there for a while and have been able to kind of deal with that kind of threat on their own without any real further support in general. Unless you guys want to ensure more fortifications up there, you can do that. But otherwise, you feel pretty secure based on history that they should be pretty fine by themselves.
Yeah, as long as there's no threat from the north of like whatever, then definitely want to move these guys down to the Ember Garrison as well.
Okay. All right, so they will begin their journey down. We can bring that back into perspective. Okay. So first thing we're going to resolve is going to be the battle between the north. So because your guys have the high ground, they actually are going to be able to roll at their normal roll plus a d4 in my mechanics. So, or in this war mechanic, which I will probably publish at some point for everybody to know what they are. But and with that, they actually, let me just double check my.
They lost. They're overrun. Slaughtered.
No, they are not overrun.
Massacred on the hills.
Massacre on the hills. They. Ooh, close. They actually stalemate again. They're able to fend them off. But because the Duergar are making this attack at their own disadvantage, they actually do suffer some losses. So it's not a complete. It's not a complete waste. But they are able to kind of fend them off without losing a whole lot of ground, and they're able to kind of stand pat. Down here, because they are fortified down here in the south, they are going to have the ability to do. They're able to. It's tricky. So there's going to be 2 waves coming in. So basically, they're going to be able to make their check, but it's going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. But they are fortified. Actually, no. It's actually going to be a straight roll because they are fortified, as it normally would be. And with that. They do lose a few forces and actually do have some difficulty fortifying this area, and they actually take what amounts to basically some more losses, but they are able to hold their ground and stay there. But they are injured again. So you have a pretty good feeling that they'll probably not be able to hold this off much longer, based on all reports. And your guys all moved here. This particular, this big unit here, moves in near Dewhurst.
Right.
With the amount of you guys all kind of being fortified there in one spot, I am gonna have you guys roll checks again for the day. However, they're all going to be at advantage because you guys have so much fortification there. So pick a skill and let me know what you want to do.
I will wild shape into an unassuming animal like an elk or something, and I will go through that little forested area and do a quick scouting mission.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage, I think was what I'm going to say on that one.
Wow.
Is that double ones? Wow. Oh, no, it's not double ones. Okay, I was like, that looked like a 1. But with a total of 10, you kind of do a scouting mission. You don't really find a whole lot. You do see kind of see some like abandoned areas where a lot of these Duergar were again, but you don't really find anything in particular as far as like any innate dangers or stuff like that from the environment or stuff like that. You don't really find any treasures or anything like that or anything kind of interesting at all. But that is your check. Shirley?
I am going to cast the 8-hour version of plant growth. I don't know why it rolled stuff.
Because it does damage, I believe, if certain things.
No. Anyway.
No, it doesn't. I don't know why it rolled anything.
I would say just to like basically enrich this forest, because if this thing's that big, like I wanted to have difficulty moving through here because, you know, I mean, technically we're small compared to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like just to kind of hinder it further.
Okay. I'm going to say positioning tactics. Going to be more of an intelligence-based skill.
I'll say,
What are you trying to use?
I can roll like nature or something, like just like.
That'll work because that is actually the one thing that actually works in this situation. I think, based on what you're trying to do. Solid. Okay. That's a 5. Oh, that's a 6. Excuse me. All right. You guys are doing great tonight. Juliet.
Nature boy.
I am trying to get back into Foundry.
Okay. What would you like to use for your skill? And I will roll it for you.
Here, I think I'm back in.
Okay. It says you're in.
Yeah, I'm back in now. Okay. Let's see. I would like to use maybe some type of athletics. Maybe I can get into trees or doing something like that. Keeping a lookout.
Sure. I'll allow an athletics check to kind of climb the trees and get into a good vantage point so you can kind of scout for a good amount of distance. That's not too difficult. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
All right.
Jesus, guys.
Our dice is cursed.
We're rolling hot in combat.
Yeah, you guys are rolling hot everywhere else but this particular situation. So with a 10, you are able to kind of keep an eye out. And that's what we'll say for now. Morharon, what would you like to do?
I would like to give a rousing speech.
Okay. You would like to give a rousing speech. I will say that is a persuasion check.
All right, that works.
With advantage. Hey, there's a roll.
There we go.
Nice.
I am.
The guy with no bonuses rolls a 15.
Now, we've been sitting around here waiting. We need to pick it up, not get distracted. This is our time.
This is your
Or something
time.
like
Go ahead and take it. Your guys are jazzed up yet again. I mean, the calisthenics, the plyometrics, the just everything, just working really well for you today, and that is a success. So, luckily, because you guys had a number of reinforcements, you guys are able to pass the day uneventful. Fortify yourselves in the trees. Or no, because you just moved there, you can't yet, but you will be allowed to the next day if you choose to do so. And you guys are able to pass through the evening uneventful, luckily. You can thank Morharon.
Thank you,
Thank you, Maury.
And with that, a long rest goes by. What would you guys like to do the next day, and where do you want to position the troops?
You got
All right.
time fortify.
So we could have the troops fortify here and attack, unless we're just trying to. We want it to come to us, right?
I believe that would be a more advantageous thing to do.
All right.
It would be better.
Okay.
Before I forget, there's another wave of units that you get reports of from your scouts that has sprouted from the Witchworm Tomb as well.
Listen here. All right. These guys need to move to the Ember Garrison.
Easy enough. There's not really a good square to put them on, so I'm going to put them on that one. I can't perfectly line up the hex grid. It's just going to be a thing.
Need to get rid of these guys.
Yeah, they're going to have to attack.
Didn't we move Nolgrim like yesterday 2 squares heading towards the Timberwood?
You guys talked about it, but you didn't. I don't know. Did you want them to? Because I can retcon. That's fine if you want to retcon that. Because nothing else has changed on the map.
I thought that's where we were sending them, is down there for support. At least to worst case scenario, Timberwood gets taken there in Deer Meadow.
Okay. So we'll say that they're there right now if that's what you guys wanted. And then where would you like this unit to go now?
Oh, these guys?
Yeah, these guys.
Okay. Yeah, if they can get to here or wherever they can get to, however far they can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can actually get to there. It'll take them one more day to get to Timberwood.
Okay. Maybe they can make it there in time.
Possibly.
Yeah. Gosh. I was gonna say we're setting up here with a 3 of a kind. So, do we need more skill checks or what have you?
I just need to know what else you're doing around the map. Are you gonna do anything? Are you gonna attack this force from the high ground?
Gotta attack. Like they're gonna have to give up their fortifications to. I mean, these guys are weakened, right?
Yeah, so they do have a bit of an advantage because they are attacking a smaller force. So we'll resolve that here really quick. Luckily, because it's a situation, like I said, there isn't as much needed to take this one out, and they actually are able to take this one out. Unfortunately, they do suffer some casualties, so now they are considered like double damaged, I guess is the best way to put it. So they're a fairly weak unit on their own. But they do take this one out, and they move into the square.
Oof. All right. And then these guys, yeah, they're just going to have to hold out.
Gotta hold ground.
Okay. They're fortified, but they're damaged, but they're not. Standard roll. They fend them off. They barely hang on, but they are able to hold fortifications here. Unfortunately, they are definitely not going to be able to last one more day. And you know this.
Oh, good thing Nolgrim will get there.
I was going to say, they only got to last the night.
And then you guys are staying here?
Yeah.
Alright. With that, I'm going to move everyone else around. Or the one unit, or just this couple units. This unit moves here. This unit moves here. This one moves here. This one moves here.
Okay.
Ben, roll a d20 for me, and add your persuasion modifier.
Oh, okay. Give me just a second here.
Mm-hmm. With that, your father is able to rally a number of able-bodied individuals to actually take up arms and actually give you another unit in Nulgrim.
Oh.
Skill checks for the evening to fortify. Again, these are going to be an advantage as well.
All right.
Yes, more mechanics are very weird because you guys don't move anywhere.
Let's see.
Shirley's like mad that this thing's not like already attacked them. Like he's like pissed. Like so he just like grabs like an axe and he's just gonna go start like chopping down trees like solo, like just like.
All right, athletics check, unless you want to intimidate the trees.
That's all right.
With a 23, that is you just rage out, and that is a success. Luckily, that is all you need where you're all that fortified, unless you guys want to do something specific with your day to prep anything.
I would just be cleaning my blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next day. What would you guys like to do?
All right.
Try to chase down that thing. Is that what we're trying to do here?
That thing should attack before it gets too close to Nulgrim.
Yeah. And then
Well, okay. So. All right. The first things first, these guys need to move here.
Okay.
These guys,
retreat.
yeah, fall back because they already have the fortifications back here. They can just fall back to them instead of having to rebuild new ones up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Ember Garrison should move to here. And we have to find a way to bait this thing in, like to
Just
get
around. Have the Nulgrim guys move down here. And then we attack on two fronts.
all right. Yeah.
All right. So this one comes here.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we're just gonna force its hand, force that.
We'll have three full,
Or technically, because we have two with us plus ours, and then troops from
And then-
Nulgrim.
yeah. So
Okay. All right. So with that, what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna be, because you guys are all kind of attacking this big force. This thing isn't alone. Just so you guys understand, there are reinforcements with it.
Right.
So this is gonna determine how many of those reinforcements are also gonna be with this monster when you guys
One.
want to attack. So we will see.
we don't get.
so,
We don't get to pick. I was gonna pick one.
Oh,
I was just saying, this is where the DM uses +1.
yeah, this is where the DM uses his +1, right? So because you guys basically put yourselves in a very good strategic position, instead of D6s, you guys are getting D12s to determine how many are there. So, okay. All right. So that will determine that, and then we will go over to this map. I'm just going to set it up here to make sure we have it all set to go, guys, so give me 1 second. While I'm doing this, everybody, if you haven't had a chance to follow the channel, please do. I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
But not only that, our players would greatly appreciate it too, because it means that we're doing something right here. Also, if you guys, we're currently in the midst of working on a newsletter, so if you are a subscriber, you will actually start getting those newsletters emailed to you. So if you guys want some of those newsletters as well, and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you also want to give your players advantage on any of their checks that they're going to eventually have to do, you can do so by looking at the bits donation stuff down below. And as I get this thing set up, we're going to roll for you. And for you. Of course. Unfortunately, your troops had some difficulty. They were able to kind of fend off a lot of their support. However, they're still kind of in the midst of battle and haven't really been that successful. We are going to set up you guys on the map, but you guys are not going to be in the locations that you currently are, that you'll see on the screen here in 1 second once I push you guys there.
Okay.
And I will zoom this out. What you see there is what the positions are. Actually, one thing I did want to fix is that this guy is actually isn't perfect, but I'm trying to fix it. He's more like here, and these guys are kind of more staggered. You guys are allowed to place yourselves anywhere in this square, rectangle, what have you.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's not loading. 60. That's 60%.
Oh, you're not pushed over yet? Okay.
It just came up for me.
80%.
It's a rather large square. Basically, it's the entire bottom half of the map.
I haven't even started loading it.
I can see that. JD and Ashley are stuck.
90%.
Yeah, me too. I'm relaunching.
I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. And I think I see it start to...
Come on, server.
Nope, technology just hates us today.
Yeah.
Because I'm in.
Well, now it spans our dice.
I believe Jody, you should be over here.
I'm in here, yeah.
Yeah, and then it looks like it says that nope, Jody's the only one over here.
I am almost, I think. Let me close this. I'm at 90%.
Nah, I won't even load from here right now.
There we go.
I can watch the stream, however. So
I can also, JD, I don't know if you're going to be able to see a whole lot, but I'm going to try to share that virtual camera.
Yeah, I can't see nothing.
I don't know if that's going to help you that much, but we're going to try it. You should be able. I don't know. I think it'll still keep swapping you around. I'll just try to keep talking so that way it forces it to be on. It forces it to keep highlighting me, so you can at least see the video stream. Oops! I accidentally minimized everybody, so now the thing is gone and everyone's disappeared. It's great. I was afraid that was going to happen. That's what happens when you minimize. When you minimize Zoom as you're screen capturing it, it causes some funny things to happen.
As we're setting up and preparing for all this stuff on the battlefield, I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself.
Okay.
I can't see anything.
Yep, give me 1 second.
That's because I cast Darkness too, sorry.
Ah, makes sense now.
I'm used to this. I'm not used to this spell casting thing, so it really screwed me up.
So you cast Protection from Evil and Good on just yourself or everybody?
I can only do it to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to do it to everybody, but I can only do it to myself.
Okay. Can you guys see the map now? At least if I keep talking and like you guys blow the.
I'm not even in.
Well, you should. Can you see it on your camera?
Oh wait, it's loading now. Hold on.
Like if you look at your webcam, or if you look at your phone, does it show me on the screen with like the screen of the gameplay?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
And I have
It's just
loading.
very. It's just very very small.
Yeah.
I just see gray, but we're
All
here.
right.
It's loading. It's
Finally.
loading. If you see gray, it's loading. So.
All right, I'm in. I'm
All
actually
right.
in.
Cool. You're actually in. Okay. Good. All right.
Poof. That was
Got a little
So
hairy
you're
there
gonna be
for a second.
anywhere in the purple?
Anywhere in the purple. Yep.
all right. Getting right up in it.
No, I'm fine right where I am.
Well, was gonna say, does it help anyone if I cast plant growth and make this all difficult terrain, or does that make things worse?
I mean, for the people who need to be melee, kind of makes it difficult.
Well, if we can place ourselves close enough, I mean, technically, I have a bow too. Does Moran have a bow or anything?
I do, yes, sir.
'Cause we could do that, and at least get a couple of rounds of peppermint.
Yeah, I mean, I could be 150 away and do a decent job.
Okay.
While you guys figure that out, if you have the opportunity, can you just roll initiative for me as you discuss
yeah.
your battle plans?
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe.
In this scenario, because of the amount of forces that are here, everybody will be on their own initiative, which means I have a lot of I get a lot of turns, but it's gonna balance it a little bit better than if like everybody on the other side just goes at the same time.
Ooh, okay. There.
And then Morharon, you're the only one left for initiative.
Not popping up. It says no active encounter.
Oh. I will fix that and just roll it for you.
Here we go.
You're welcome.
What, am I high?
Yeah, you're pretty high.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me know when you guys are happy with your placement.
All right. I think we should set up back here.
Way in the back? Yeah.
Yeah, does everybody have range on that?
What's the range? Yeah, I'm good back there.
Okay.
How far is it?
55 feet from, or 60 feet from where Shirley's standing to the big guy.
You wanna? Are you in? Actually, I'll just take a step back.
I have a short bow.
All right, so you're good. I won't be out of the way, so. All right, that's good for me.
And then Juliet, where do you want to be?
I guess I will be over here. I moved my character.
Ah,
Okay.
Jesus. All right. Well,
What's the matter?
I just rolled
Say it.
shit initiative, so my plan about half works.
Yep. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Gonna be.
Timmick, you're up first.
Okay. Spells. Tidal Wave. And it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think I can get all 5 of them.
When you say 5, what do you mean?
The ones that my box are in.
I don't see your box.
So you can't see the box that I drew?
Did you let go of the click yet?
No.
Oh. Go to the measurement tool on the left, and you'll see a square. Just draw it out for me with the square. There we go. That's better. All right. So all of those guys. All right, and you need dexterity saving throws for all of them.
Yep.
Alrighty. I like it. I like it. Dexterity saving throw. Natural 1 for the first guy.
Beauty.
Yeah.
For the Duergar on the top. We'll go with this guy who's got kind of a large sword. Will be the next guy. That one is going to be a 18. We'll do this giant monstrosity next. He rolls a 13, so that is a fail as well.
Yep.
The next Duergar in line rolls a 4. And the last one looks like a lot of failures and 1 success. Yep. That one's a 10. So we have a success by the one dude down here, and the rest of them fail. So go ahead and roll your damage. 19. That's a good chunk.
Nice.
This guy actually stays alive.
Yeah, and the ones that can be pushed, I'm assuming the big monster guy can't be pushed, but the other 3.
He is a large creature, technically.
Yeah. The other 3.
Your tidal wave actually completely chokes this top guy in the top right out, and he actually passes. The rest of them, they all get pushed, what, 10 feet?
Yeah.
Or they're just knocked prone?
No, they get pushed 10 feet. And then they are.
I think they just get knocked prone.
Oh, yeah, it's the Thunder Wave that they
It's
get.
Thunder Wave, yeah. So all
Yeah.
of these guys, with the exception of the guy in the bottom left, is knocked prone. But the obviously the large creature is not. And we'll move out that. Okay. Ending their turn. That's going to bring us to Duergar on the top right. He is going to stand up, using half of his movement. And he is going to maneuver 5, 10. Oops, I got 2 of them. He is going to move 5, 10, 15. And he is going to, I don't know how far away he is. Let's see. He is 35 feet away. So he is still going to try and throw his javelin at you, Timic.
Okay.
But it looks like it's going to be at disadvantage. It's his only javelin that he has. At disadvantage. That is going to be... That did not roll right, I don't think. Oh, no, it did. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
And that misses.
That misses. Good. That is going to actually end his turn. Right there. And that's going to bring us to Morharon.
Go for the guy in the front. This one here.
The red guy?
Yeah, red guy right there in the front.
Yep.
Right, first shot at him.
A 10. Unfortunately, is going to miss.
That would have missed as well.
And that will miss as well, yeah. Unfortunately, you try to shoot with your longbow, and unfortunately, they don't find purchase on those strikes.
I'll just keep waiting right here.
All right, that'll bring us to this Duergar here. I'm going to take this measurement off before I forget. Oops. There we go. I get that template off. He is going to move his movement in a very similar fashion. He is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's close enough where he can... Yeah. Juliet, you're in range for his javelin, so he's going to use his javelin on you.
Okay.
That is going to be, let me get it in, a 13 to hit.
That just misses me.
That misses. All right, so he kind of throws his javelin, and that misses as
Dodge.
well. So that is his one javelin he had. Ending his turn comes to this guy with a rather large sword. He is going to move his 25 feet, and we'll see where he ends up. I just want to extra bonus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is going to... Too many of the wrong ones.
Yeah, you know what?
He is going to... He is going to cast Blade Ward. From that position there. Until his next turn, he has resistance to mundane weapon attacks. Bringing us to the big guy. Big guy moves 30 feet. So he is going to come to here. Yeah, keep your cursors there. It makes my life easier. That's as far as he can get, and he cannot take actions from there. He just doesn't have any abilities from range. So that's it for him. Brings us to Juliet.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the big giant creature thing with
Okay.
a spell. I'm thinking of going with, why don't you, Mind Spike, but let me
Mind
double
Spike.
check. But let me double check something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mind Spike. So you're gonna have to make a Wisdom save.
Wisdom save with a Mind Spike. Okay. Fail save. On a failed save, you know the target's location until the spell ends. Not only to the same player resistance, while you have the knowledge, the target can't from hidden from you. Okay, so it's just 3d8 psychic damage if it works.
Yes.
Okay.
Or half.
So let's...
I would have actually cast that at 3rd level, but for some reason only cast it at 2nd.
Oh, that's okay. I will just roll another d8.
Okay.
So just slash 1d8.
Okay.
Slash roll 1d8 with a space in between. 17 on the wisdom save.
Yeah, you pass, but
So it's slash roll one word space 1d8. Okay.
So you would have just taken half.
So 5 points of damage. Any resistances or anything like that? Nope. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That's my go.
All right. That's going to bring us to this one guy left back there. He is going to maneuver his 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is going to cast a spell as well. He is actually going to go invisible.
Ooh.
Ending his turn, surely. Oh, stream has got like a zoom in on Shirley because of the Juliet whisper.
Well, you know what? Damn it. Shot this. If I had rolled a decent initiative,
Sorry, buddy.
All right. Does that? Let me just see something real quick. Okay. Go ahead and cast me heat metal on this gentleman.
Okay.
Is he wearing armor or just a sword?
He is technically. It looks like he is wearing leather armor.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll cast it on his sword.
Luckily, I know the form. No, luckily, I know the formulas for those particular things. So what is he? So you're gonna cast it on the sword?
Yep.
Okay. And remind me what that does. He either has to drop it or what?
Yeah. So, let's see. So he's gonna just straight up take 3d8 damage, but then he has to make a con save, or he can just choose to drop the weapon. But as long as he's in contact with it, every round he'll take 3d8 fire damage.
Okay.
So I need to roll.
He's gonna. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
I'll say, so the first time he just takes the 15.
Okay. He. Well, here's the thing. His blade is actually not made out of metal.
Oh.
So you do cast the Soul Blade, or you do cast this spell, but for whatever reason, this sword appears to be made out of some sort of psionic energy, and it doesn't actually do anything.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to get up in his face.
If you want to do something different, because you would have noticed from this distance that this sword appears to be kind of like this weird cackling purple energy, so you would have known that it was not metal.
No, I mean, like, because I've never seen one of these guys before, so I think
Okay.
he still tried, like, he's like, well, it looks like a sword.
Yep.
But I'm going to give, let's see, Timic inspiration. Like,
Okay.
Timic, lead us on this one, because I got no idea what these things are.
Okay. Timic, you have a D8 Bardic Inspiration die. I will use this one. Okay. Ending your turn brings us to this one guy in the back here. He is actually going to cast Reduce on himself after he moves his 25 feet. Oh, Jesus, I'm selecting everybody. He is going to move his 25 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then cast Reduce on himself. So for the sake of this, there you go. And then that will, I believe, end his turn. He will actually use his Mind Mastery to compel the guy in front of you to make an attack.
Yep.
Shirley. And he will, he'll go ahead and do that. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
I should have just did it in the virtual tabletop because I don't have that many d6s. That is going to be, actually it's only one dice. That's my, if he has advantage on, okay. So that's 8 points of force damage.
Okay.
And that's going to end the Mind Master's turn. That's going to bring us to this Duergar up here who's prone. He's going to stand up. And he's going to move 5. Oh, Jesus. Just give me the 1 token. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to huck a javelin as well at Juliet because she's the closest.
Cool.
Oh.
Hey, you're on an island by yourself over there. Sorry, girl.
I think you're fine.
It's gonna be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Oops, I just rolled the attack roll again. Normal damage. 3 points of damage, Julia.
Cool.
All right. Ending his turn. Brings us to this other Duergar here. He is going to move his 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is also going to throw a javelin at Juliet.
Cool.
Shocker. They've all used their javelins now, though, so that's a good thing. That's going to be a 9 to hit, so that does not hit.
No.
But that is going to end that, and it's going to bring us back up to the top of the initiative order to Timic.
Okay,
Everybody's
doesn't
now on the bottom corner of the map, too, so we can zoom in a little bit.
it doesn't happen to be a storm in the sky already, is there?
There actually... There is.
Alright, I use Call Lightning.
Okay.
So I take control of that storm that's already in the sky,
Okay.
and this increases by a d10.
Nice.
So I'm going to third level. No, it already is a 3rd level spell, so never mind. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to place this.
Give it a shot. Hey, you did place it. That works.
I can't see it.
It's all over everybody right now.
Yeah, it's probably loading.
Probably. It's all over everything right now. Like literally everybody's in the circle.
That's what she said.
Everybody's in the circle.
I put that down, and then I'm gonna make it strike the big guy, and that's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity save. Normal. That is going to be a 16.
That succeeds. Half as much damage, so 4d10s.
Oh.
Nice.
Whew. That's going to... Still, I mean, it's still 12 points of damage, but that's a pretty good chunk considering that's half. As a result of that attack, his bloody rampage happens. And he attacks a random creature within his reach with his claws. Unfortunately for this Duergar down there, that means it's him.
He's the only one.
So he's going to attack him with his claws. That is going to be an 18 to hit, which definitely hits. And the damage coming into that guy is enough to make this guy look haggard.
And then I'm going to hop on my flying broom, and I'm going to... what's going on? Why am I moving? What's...
I think you're on templates or something still. Yeah, you're making a square.
I don't want that square. I want to move up there.
Beautiful.
Go ahead and move up there, yeah.
I don't know what is going on. There's a massive exclamation point in the middle of the screen now.
I am gonna delete this template of the. I think you're having a memory problem.
Oh, great.
Anyway.
So I'm up there.
All right, you're up there. All right. Ending your turn. I was gonna bring us to this guy back here. This guy is going to. Oh, where did you go, Moron?
I clicked on the thing and it moved me prior to my turn, so I'm holding this up here.
Ah, okay. He is gonna move. I want to say he. Can he get to? Where are you going, Shirley?
I'm sorry.
Yes, the arrow keys work.
Did not know that.
The arrow keys do work. Yep. This guy's gonna come here. He's gonna go in for an attack with his war pick.
It's not nice.
Oh, not nice at all.
These guys and their picks.
That's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Alrighty, good for you.
Water below my shield.
Nice. That's gonna end his turn. Morharon.
I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna use my full action to have a conversation with this bad guy. Hey, big ugly gray thing. Come on, just leave us alone.
That is going to 21 does hit. For
I'm going after the red guy between me and Shirley.
oh, that definitely hits. For 9 points of damage. He's looking pretty hurt. He actually had Blade Ward up, so that actually only does 4 points of damage. My bad.
My maul is magic, if it matters.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then, yeah, 25 hits for 16 damage. Yeah, he's gone.
And then I will turn and throw my hand axe at the reduced magic guy.
Okay. While he's reduced, just so you go ahead and roll it. A 20 does not, or sorry, a 10 does not hit.
That's what I was going to say. 20 does not hit. I was like, oh, no.
I said that wrong. I misspoke.
So that... Yeah, that'll be it for me for now.
Okay. Ending your turn brings us to one of these Duergar. Which one is it? If it'll actually go to the next arrow. Come on. Oh, it skipped him. Brings us to this guy. This guy is going to go and engage with you, Juliet.
Okay.
So he's going to roll for his war pick.
Okay.
Actually, I can do that from here, can't I? War pick. That is going to be a 7 to hit.
Nope.
All right, that's going to end his turn. Brings us to the big dude. The big dude
Big boom.
is going to go and attack you, Morharon.
Oh, no.
He has multi-attack. So 1 bite and 2 claws coming at you.
Oof.
So bite coming in is going to be a 25 to hit.
Let me just check. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Damage coming at you. It's going to be 10 points of damage.
I don't know why that rolled that. Sorry. You said 10?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw. 15. 15 does not succeed. You are knocked prone.
Okay.
And then 2 claws coming after you. At advantage. Because you are prone. Oops. disadvantage. That's going to be another 25 to hit, and then the second one is going to be a 27 to hit.
Okay.
For 13 points of damage. And 21 points of damage. Ending its turn. Brings us to Juliet.
Okay. I am not interested in this dude right here that's in front of me, but I am interested in the thing that is attacking Maury. If I was to get out of his range, will he take the opportunity attack?
Seeing that he's engaged with you and only you have a pretty good feeling that he would. However, you can actually circle strafe around him to get to the big guy.
That's exactly
if you choose
what I'm
to
gonna
do so.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and put yourself. You can't go there. You could go here, or there, yeah, or here. And still be with. It depends on the. You can go. You can take this path around to get to that spot without taking an opportunity attack from the guy engaged with Shirley, if that's what you're.
Yeah.
Basically, where you are is where you're going to be if you don't want to get a hit.
Yeah, because I would
Okay.
much rather be attacking this thing with Maury than these other little shits.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
Okay.
then I'm gonna attack.
All right, go ahead and roll for an attack.
Okay. Advantage or no?
You would technically need to be here.
Then I'm gonna take the opportunity attack.
Okay. Opportunity attack coming at you. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. That is going to be 6 points of damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll put it in there for you.
I fixed it. Okay.
Oh, I put 6 in, so I don't know.
No, I'm fine.
What are you at for hit points? So are you at 29?
29, yeah.
Okay. And then go ahead and what are you going to do? Are you going to use your Hexblade's Curse or anything first?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall asleep now.
Okay. An 18 does hit. So go ahead and so that's a 9 plus your modifier.
Yes.
So that is going to be 12 damage.
Okay. Then I'm doing it again.
I'll do it again.
A 17 also hits for 13 damage.
And that's my go.
That was 12 and 13. All right. Bringing us to the next Duergar. The Soul Blade. He is going to. He is going to reappear to attack you, Morharon, while you're prone. It's going to be a 23 to hit. And because he has advantage on the roll, he actually rolls an extra d6. So that's going to be a total of 11 points of damage. And that's going to end his turn. Brings us to Shirley.
I'll take my vengeful assault on him. It'll probably be disadvantage because I'm prone, but
Yep, that's true. But these guys are wearing leather armor, so it's not like they're too hard to hit, so depending on how you do. 17 does hit for 12 damage, and you actually sweep the leg, and actually you just kind of see the leg just kind of off into the distance, and he bleeds out, and he is dead. Ending his turn, brings us to Shirley.
All right. I'm going to tell Maury, stop laying down on the job and hit him with, let's see, what do I got left? Yeah, there we go. Hit him with a level 3 healing word.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your 4d4 plus 3.
There. Sorry, I gotta take this out longhand.
Okay. So Maury, you heal 10 hit points. And then, so that's your bonus action. So what's your action?
My action is to try and stab this little shit in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that. Stab the little shit in front of you. An 11, unfortunately, does not hit the little shit in front of you. So you go in to try to take the spear and you just miss.
All right, now I'm going to shift here.
Okay. Awesome. Ending your turn is going to bring us to this guy. He is going to use his action to use his Mind Master ability to command the monster to attack you, Shirley, with its claw.
All right.
It's just going to be a straight roll, no advantage or anything. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Awesome. Ending his turn brings us to the other Duergar. This one's going to come in to attack you, Juliet.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Coming in at you. That is going to be an 11 to hit, which I don't believe hits your armor class.
No, that does not hit. That's what I was like, no.
The next one is also going to come in. He can get himself in a position where he can get advantage, so he's going to take the opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
And then he is also going to do the same thing with his war pick.
Yep.
Terrible rolls. That's going to be an 8 to hit.
No.
1 and a natural 4 on the dice. Yeah. Brings us to Timic,
I'm going
who
to.
is up there. You still have, I know it's not on the screen, but you do still have your Call Lightning up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to strike the big guy. So I
Okay.
think it's dexterity.
Yep, it is a dexterity saving throw. That is going to be a 13, which I believe fails.
Yeah, that fails, so.
Yep, so that's another 4d10.
And I also have the
Yes.
inspiration. I'm going to roll that.
Roll that 8.
Oh, it's so good.
28 points of damage.
Just wrecked.
And then. Yeah, that's it for now.
Nice.
He's looking haggard. All right. Ending your turn brings us to. You can actually. Is Shaylee an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action, but I won't be able to attack with it anyways because it takes an action to call my lightning.
Fair. Just thinking of things. This guy is going to try to attack you, Shirley, because you just attacked him.
Okay.
So War Pit coming at you.
Oh my god.
Normal roll. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Alrighty. Ending his turn. Brings us to Maury.
Hey, I'm going to go after the big guy.
Take it you're going to stand up too.
Yeah, stand up and go after the big guy.
Alrighty. 23 hits for 7 points of damage. I have been forgetting, which I will do this time because it is a melee attack. He will use his Bloody Rampage, which it's a reaction, so he'll use it now. So I gotta pick a random person, but I'll put in the 7 points of damage first.
Okay.
And it's a random person, so we're gonna go starting at Maury, 1, 2, 3 around the horn. So Juliet, it's coming at you.
Okay.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Oof. That's going to be 27 points of damage.
Okay. As soon as he does that, I will use my reaction, which will give me my last spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. That, I believe, is a dexterity save.
I think so. If I can just find it. There it is. Okay. And we're casting at 3rd level.
Okay. Well, whatever it is, he fails. Oh my goodness.
Okay, why are you not?
I do not know what happened to my Foundry, but it went black. So that, I don't think I put in damage for something. I think is what I was about to do. So it was a dexterity saving throw, which was a 4. And that's 18 points of damage on the, on that one. All right, and then that ended your turn. Melee attack by Morharon does not hit. Uh, 25 definitely hits for 11 slashing damage. He used his reaction already this round, so he's not going to do anything as far as that's concerned.
I will action surge to get a couple more hits on him. Hopefully,
Okay.
while I still have advantage.
Yep. This is fun, guys.
I will, I'm gonna try to get this hit on him. So let's. Ah, dang it.
Damn it.
That's right. And then one last hit here.
You do have advantage on all these strikes, so let me double check one thing. Yeah, no, that's fine. 17 does hit.
17 hits
Yes.
for 8 damage.
All right.
Oh,
Ending your turn, Maury. We got this Duergar. He is going to move himself over here and attack you, Juliet.
Okay.
Apparently, I am just not going to get my Foundry to load on my end right now, so that's fun. That's going to be a 9 to hit, which I don't believe hits.
Nope.
That brings us back to the creature. The creature is going to... The last thing to attack him was you, Maury, so he's going to go after you.
Did he take my 18 points of fire damage?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He's looking pretty hurt. First thing coming in is the bite. He does not have advantage on this. He rolls a 15, which I do not believe hits your armor class.
That misses.
And then for the claws, 2 coming at you. That is going to be a 23 to hit and a 12 to hit.
So the 23 will hit.
And that is going to deal 19 points of damage to you.
Okay.
God dang.
That is going to end his turn. Hey, I'm finally in on my actual computer.
Yeah, you did it.
Maybe. Hold on. Don't get too excited. I'm not really moving very fast either. You know what? I think I'm just gonna run it off of that computer today for the rest of this one. So yeah, Juliet, what do you like to do?
I'm surrounded by these jerks, but I don't want to. I'm on move to attack them. There's a bigger threat. Okay, I'm gonna just go for the big guy again. Like, fuck this.
Okay.
Let's see.
A 20, because you do have him flanked, does hit.
Okay.
It is going to use its reaction after you finish the rest of your attacks. 26 does hit, so that's another 6 points of damage. Oh wait, you have your thing on, so that's another 6 points of damage on top of all of this.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's my go.
Okay, so he is going to make his random attack at no one, because the D4 does not work perfectly. At you, Shirley.
All right.
So that's a claw attack coming at you. That's going to be an 11 to hit.
No.
All right. That does bring us to you, though.
All right. So I'm going to move around here. First things first. I'm gonna cast. Bane on this guy, and this guy.
Okay. So charisma saves.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what my DC is. Ooh.
DC 14.
Sounds about right.
Oh my.
13. 6, 13.
Woo! They're all Bane.
So a bunch of Banes.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna inspire Juliet and be like, you might want to get out of there unless you want to end up looking like me after the last fight.
Enough said, big guy.
Alrighty. That brings us to the Mind Master. You are concentrating on Bane, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. He is going to use his action to have the monster take an attack with its claws against you.
Okay.
So an attack coming at you.
Nope.
That is going to be a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Which is not going to hit. Bringing us to this guy. He is going to attack Juliet at advantage with the war pick. If I can get everything to work. Oh, that's supposed to be at advantage, so I'm going to have to roll it twice. First one, that's a 23 to hit. 4.
Even with the -4, that's going to hit her, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so that's a 19 to hit, yeah, and then the 8 points of damage, so I believe
down.
that takes you...
Hold
yeah, you're
hold
down.
on. You can add the inspiration to your AC
I can?
as a reaction.
Really?
Okay.
That's insane.
Did not know
So if
that.
you want to try to not be hit by a 19, go ahead and use your... roll your 1d8 to try to not get hit.
Let's
You'll need
see.
to roll a 5 or higher.
Well, to be fair across the board, you roll a d4, not just 4.
Oh, that's right. 4.
Okay.
So...
There
All
you
right,
go.
so that makes you a 21. And for him, he's still at a 19. Yeah, no, my +1 isn't going to do it, so he does not hit.
Thank you, Ben.
I'm learning how to
brings to the-
bard.
Brings us to the guy on the other side who's going to do the same damn thing.
Well, you know,
Worth a shot, guys.
yeah.
Advantage. That's a 17 to hit.
But Bane,
Oh yeah, that Bane. -4 for
Hey.
12 for a 13 to hit.
that does not hit.
Except I'm gonna use my DM's +1 to get
Hold on.
14.
Somebody give him a -1 real quick.
Oh, too late. Cashed in. So that'll be a D8 coming at you, and you're unconscious.
Oh,
It was a valiant effort.
I was there for the good fight, guys.
Ending his turn brings us to Timic
Dexterity save.
by the same guy,
Yep.
by the big dude. That is 20 total. Ooh. So that's gonna be math.
14, 13.
17, 18?
13.
No. 13, yeah. He's looking really hurt. Anything else in your turn, Timic?
Nope.
All right. Brings us this
Trying to go
Duergar.
quick.
He's.
I want to go to bed.
I know. I'm trying. Brings us to this guy. He is going to attack Morharon at advantage because of the flanking. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay. Minus a D4. For a 19 to hit.
19 will still hit.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
oh, snike.
It's all up to Shirley and Timic.
Brings us to Mori. Mori, I need a death saving throw from you. A 5 will not do it.
Fail.
So that is 1 fail. We're gonna use this, I guess. No, that doesn't. We'll use. I'll use this one. Bringing us to this Duergar. He is going to move in up here to attack Shirley. That is going to be a 11 to hit.
Are you hitting who?
No,
To go after Shirley.
17.
That doesn't. So that does not hit. That brings us to the creature. The creature is going to turn around and yeah, it's going to try to attack you, Shirley. I need to select it first. First with its bite. That's an 11 to hit, so that does not hit.
Woo.
And then a claw attack, claw attack. We got a 13 and a 23.
The 23 will hit.
Hits, and that's 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Juliet, death save. Roll a d20.
All right. Let's see. Woo,
10 is a
that's a
success. Yes. Brings us to you, Shirley.
Okay. What do I do? What do I do?
I forgot to roll a d4 on that other one, Shirley. But I don't think
I was gonna say it wouldn't have. Yeah.
it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's why I didn't say anything. So. I still have spell slots left. We're gonna do second level healing word. Well, I could split this.
There are certain classes that can do that.
On Morharon. Oh, I forgot I gotta roll it. Slash 2d4 plus 3. And then I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Who did you just heal? Morharon?
Yeah.
Morharon. So you get back 7 hit points, and you are no longer making death saves. Then you're going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, on this
Big guy?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a save of wisdom.
Yep.
Okay.
Dude's wicked wise.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna say like Shirley just he's like, bye Orban, don't dial me, Maury. And then he's just gonna turn and like scream in the face of the creature, just "Ah!" And you just see it's like eyes go like pit 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 and slumps down.
Yeah, you actually see that. The eyes kind of go, and you see this purple ichor just kind of and then you also see it kind of start to bleed out of the ears a little bit, and you see the thing go, and it can't, it's almost like it's hemorrhaging from the inside, and it actually falters and then dies.
Nice.
That brings us to Mind Master. Happens to be right behind you. Mind Poison Dagger. For a natural 1. Bringing us to this guy. He's going to come over here flanking you and attempt to attack you with the Warpick. Forgetting that it puts it in the chat. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Oh my god.
But with a D4. 14 to hit, so that does not hit. This one is also going to come after you. Regular roll. That's a 17 to hit, which I do believe hits.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's 10 points of damage.
All right.
And that'll end his turn. Brings us Timic.
I will attack the one next to Maury. It's a dex save.
Okay. I was gonna say, let's see the damage roll. It's not gonna matter. So your lightning comes down and crashes, and he is no more.
All right, guys, kill the rest so I can go to sleep.
Brings us to Maury.
Sorry.
Working
on
I'm gonna need dex saves on the 2 below Shirley.
That's a 4 and a 5.
All right, they both fail for 6, 7, 8, 9 acid damage to both of those.
Okay. That one actually eliminates that one. This one takes 9 points of damage.
And I will use the rest of my movement to come down. So I'll go here.
Juliet, death saving throw, please.
Yes, good sir. Success.
That's good. Brings us back to Shirley.
All right. I'm going to Healing Word, 2nd level, Juliet.
Okay.
Seriously, get up and stay up this time. And then I'm going to stab the guy in front of me, or the one that I have advantage on.
Okay, go for it.
Get him, come on.
Hits.
Oh.
And that's enough to take him out.
Oh.
So you stab him with your spear and just impale him from the back. Bringing us back to the Mind Master.
Lead on, little man.
He is going to try and get out of dodge.
Oh, reaction.
Yep. An 18 is enough to hit him. Actually, it is not enough to hit him. Sorry. But you do have a +1 to use.
Use it.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Little shit. You're going
Go and roll
nowhere.
damage. So that's 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
He's still able to keep running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He will command his comrade to attack you.
Okay.
That will not hit because that's a 15 to hit. And then he is going to try to attack you again. Natural 1 is not going to hit you. And for the sake of brevity, well, actually, no. Timic, go ahead and roll. I'll roll my dexterity save here.
Oh, okay.
Annihilate that little shit.
That's a failure at 12 total. 24 is enough to kill this guy. So that was easy. Morharon?
Get over to here. It's as close as I can get, but I will start throwing hand axes.
All right, go ahead and throw your hand axe. $23 hits for 8 points of damage.
I've only got, let's see, that was, I've got one more left.
19 also hits for 7 points of damage. He's looking really hurt.
Oh, well, I could throw another one, but I don't have any more, so.
Okay. You can pick them all up after the end of the battle. Juliet, you are prone right now, technically, but it is your turn.
I see this. I'm just uttering a toll to dead.
Yes.
All right, that is a wisdom save.
Yes. And for some reason it's not letting me. So, shouldn't I have 2 of those? And shouldn't it also be a D12? Since
yeah.
2d12 damage, yes.
Yeah, roll 2d12.
Okay. It's going to do it over here because it's...
That's a 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's coming at you now.
How do you want to do this?
I'm laying on my side, bleeding. I look at like everybody and I see all this stuff go on, and I'm just going to just utter some very foul words in Inferial, or whatever my patron is, demonic or something, and I'm gonna just like
it's in demonic. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna utter it in demonic and aim it towards him.
Or infernal, excuse me. All right, you do that, and you kind of just see it kind of stop and like kind of grab its head, and like almost like similar to what you saw happen to the other one. You actually see him kind of again bleed out from the ears and kind of fall down unconscious. And that, folks, is where we're gonna end tonight's session. So I know we went a little bit long, so yeah, just is what it is. Sometimes it happens that way. Yeah, just a little bit. I appreciate the patience, everybody. I hope you guys had a good time. This will actually be up on YouTube on Sunday for you guys to watch, and also on podcast, so make sure you guys check that out. Again, check out the merch store. We're actually going to run a rerun of this here probably in the next 20 minutes, so if you didn't catch it all, stay tuned, and we'll also run a rerun for you guys tomorrow. So until then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.